So hello and welcome back to another coin video, and in today's video we're going to have some Vatican coins. So Vatican is one of the countries that I like to actually collect because every year, or at least with the lira, they produce different designs, but for some years they actually produce the same design, like these ones in the 1950s and 60s. Then in the 1970s and the 80s and 90s, they produce a different design every year for each denomination, which makes coin collecting pretty challenging because some of these coins are a bit hard to get. So the first coin we have is a 20 lira, and because there's only about 1,000 people in the Vatican City, they use the Italian lira. So every denomination could be spent in Italy, which is a good thing, but I'm not too sure where you'd actually get these coins in change, because the Vatican's a small place. There's only a few places where you could have actually gotten these coins in the Vatican. A lot of the Vatican is sealed off, so you can't actually get any access. And I think it's St. Peter's Cathedral, main place, so they probably gave change out in that area. So the 20 lira was first minted in 1957, and this one's a 1961. So this is actually issued under John the 13th, and I've looked on Numister, and this one was not supposed to be issued for circulation. But the mintage that I've found for this one is a lot higher than those that were actually issued for circulation in the 50s. So 1961 had a mintage of 50,000, and they would have been issued in coin sets, which the Vatican's pretty known to actually do. And here we have, let's say, Ioannis. So this is in Latin. So Pontifex Maximus Anno 3. So this is the third year of his reign. And Ioannis the 13th. And this one is pretty good because it has looks like a lamination flaw on his face. So just right there, which is very interesting. I've just opened the mail up, so this is the first time I've actually seen this coin, and I don't think I have this one in my collection. So that coin probably costs about $15 to $20. Vatican coins are a bit expensive. Okay, and the next coin is a coin from a coin series. So this is 1960. This is the 1959 to 62 series. It's pretty similar to the earlier coin that was issued. It has Bess, so this is Hope, and she's holding, what is she holding? Holding an anchor, hoping to go down into the ocean and being with her love. Don't know, Poseidon? So who likes? Okay, so there is two different varieties. So one has a regal year abbreviated as A, and the other one has the regal year abbreviated as AN, so NO. So we need to find out which one is which on this coin. So 1960 has a mintage of 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 is not too much, but it's enough for the coin collecting. And as you can see, it says AN, which is AN2. So then we have the previous series. So this is 1957. As you can see, looks like they've changed a little bit. So she's actually holding it in her right hand. On the later coins, she's holding it in the left hand, but it's still similar. How about 1961, mintage of 100,000. Yeah, so these coins probably cost about $10. As you can see, NL3. And I wonder if I've got the whole collection of dates. So 1955, we'll see what mintage those ones are. Okay, 1962, also 100,000. So the only one I'm missing here is 59, which also had 100,000. As you can see, these ones are steel, stainless steel, and they're pretty much uncirculated coins. So I don't think Vatican coins would have seen too much circulation. Okay, so with the 1955, so city of the Vatican, and this one has Pius the 12th, and the other coins have John the 3rd. So they're two different pontiffs. So 1955, so this is the first year of issue for the 50 lira. So that had 180,000. So that's definitely one that was issued for circulation. 57 had a mintage of, well, it says 18,000 for the, okay, so we need to find out which one. So this has the AN. So there's two varieties. There's AN and A for 57 as well as 56. And this one doesn't have a mintage figure, but the single letter A9th, no, A19, so it's highest. So that's his 19th year of his reign. So they had 18,000, but this one has some mintage figures. So I would say, yeah, probably about $10 to $20 for that coin. Okay, so 1959. So I did have it. I just dropped that coin. So I've got the whole series of these coins. And if I was to resell it, I'll probably just resell them all together as one lot. Some people like to collect every year of every coin. So the next denomination, and the only other one I have of this lot is the 100 lira. And as you can see, it has Fides. So the Vatican produced a gold coin of 100 lira to 1956, which is based on the previous gold coins that they actually were producing. But because of hyperinflation, they issued these stainless steel coins in 1955. So let's have a look at the dates of these coins. 62. So 55 to 58 should be one lot. And then we have 59 to 62, which would be the second issue of this design. So 63, 61, 64, 63. Okay, so we've got 56. And so these coins are 27.75 millimeters, should I say, in diameter, 2 millimeters thick, so not too thick, and 8 grams. And the engraver was Pietro Ciampoli. Okay, I hope I butchered his name very well. Thank you very much. So this one was definitely issued for circulation. If you know Vatican, especially the Euro coins, they mainly issue high denomination coins, and the low denomination they pretty much just use the Italian coins. So this one had a mintage of 1.4 million. Yeah, probably about $10 in that condition. And Pius the 12th, Pontifex Maximum, Anno year 18. So that's the first issue. And as you can see, the second issue just had the pretty much the image just changed a little bit. So I'm not too sure why they changed the. So here she's facing to her right, and here she's facing to her left. Okay, different monarchs, different pontiffs. That's the only reason why I can think of that they did change the coin. Okay, so we have 59 to 62, and this is 65, so I need to find out about that. Okay, 63, 64, Is there any difference? Yes. You can see that these are two different designs as well. Now if you take the earlier design, so for fighters, you got 3 different designs. Was there a change in the pontiff? Okay, Paulus VI. Okay. Then we have, who's that? John the 18th. So obviously a change in the pontiffs, they need to change the design of the actual coin. So anyway, let's have a look at 61, 62, 62. Let's have a look and see what the mintages are for these coins. So for 1961, 783,000. Yeah, same with that coin. And 62. So this one had the mintage of 738,000. Yeah, so probably about $5 to $10 for those coins. Then we have 63. So there was another stainless steel coin issued in 1962 that celebrates the Second Vatican Council. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to get. So this is the 1963-65 series. Looks like after this one they changed it to issuing different designs every year. So 63 had 558. Actually, 63, 64, 65. They all had 558,000 issued each year. So the mintage for all these coins is pretty much the same. And so those ones, yeah, I would say probably about $10 each. And the last ones that we have, this is a better one. So this is at the time period in which they issued a different design every year, which makes collecting Vatican coins a lot better. And what I like about these ones is that they have the Vatican shield. So the coat of arms of the Vatican is the pontiff's hat and the 2 keys. And this part here is just the coat of arms of each different pontiff. So whenever a new pope come into it, that shield would change in its design. So, this is the 1970 to 77 issue, in which it was issued under Paulus VI, Pontifex Maximus. And so you got 1972, and this one is looks like 1972 as well. Oh yeah, they're both the same date. So is there any other differences that we can find? No, I don't see. So 966,000 each of these were produced. And on Numister it says I've got this coin, so no, these ones are pretty much just for resale. And what they cost is probably about $10. Some of the later coins are a bit harder to get, so they're a bit more expensive. And some of the Vatican coins probably almost impossible to get. So I hope this helps you with your Vatican coins. They're very interesting, even though I'm not religious myself. Just religion. It's just a very interesting topic to talk about with other people. Anyway, so thank you very much and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.